So today I'm going to show you how to transport cakes to the customer with minimal or no damage to your cakes at all.
Maybe you should take it slow.
It is completely frustrating when you work so hard. Like me, there are some days where I literally stay awake the whole night just working on one cake, and then you made it so beautiful, so perfect, only for it never to get to the customer in one piece. So today I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks to make sure that that beautiful creation of yours gets to the customer the way it was designed. But before we get into this video, I want to give a shout out to the Cake Daddy Club member that asked this question. Tissel calls, I made this video just for you. Alright guys, let's get to it. Always use a cake board that is significantly bigger than your cake, because to help you ice and decorate cakes easily. Also, it makes sure that if your cake slides in the car, your cake would not touch the cake box, which always destroys buttercream icing or whipped cream frosting. So that's a great tip. Always make sure that your cake is smaller than your cake board. If you are in Nigeria, you know that the roads are something completely out of this world. You can never go in one straight line without hitting one pothole or the other. So if you are transporting big cakes, wedding cakes, tier cakes, make sure that you transport them in separate boxes. Never stack them too high. The least you should go when you are transporting a stacked cake is at least 2 tiers. But once it goes over 2 tiers, consider separating them and assembling them at your customer's venue, at the venue, or even at your customer's house. Always carry extra supplies when you're transporting big cakes like tiered cakes or wedding cakes, because it always helps to have extra buttercream, your cake scraper, royal icing, because it will help you repair any damage that occurs along the way. If you have ever used bike couriers, you know that they can frustrate and destroy your work. So if you are transporting cakes and you do not have access to a car, always use a car courier service. If you are in Lagos, I'm going to put the IG page of a cake courier service that I have used. However, they can be quite expensive, but I feel that the value is something you have to convince your customers to do. So you have to tell them to choose one: having a destroyed cake and paying less money, or having a perfectly designed cake but paying for that service. Because I want my customers to have a great customer experience, sometimes I deliver cakes myself, but only for people that I know personally. And if I do not know them on a one-on-one basis, I always ask someone to follow me. Yeah. If you're doing that, when you're transporting a cake, you have to put it on a very flat surface. And in your car, at the back seat or in the front seat, preferably at the back seat because the back seat is flatter than the front seat, place the cakes on the floor mat at the back seat. Is to give it a very flat surface, so even if there are bumps on the road, or if you are going at a very high speed, on the floor mat it will prevent the cakes from sliding too much.
So another thing that you can do, I know a lot of people always have trouble because the top of their cakes are sometimes higher than the cake box. You can get a really high cake box that would make sure that the top of your cakes don't get destroyed. And I would put if you're in Lagos, I'll put the address to a place where I get mine in the description box below. So if you make big cakes, you should consider getting one of this, because they would make sure that the writing on your cakes never get destroyed. Shasha, you can see how big it is. You can see how tall it is. If you don't want to buy this, or if you can't get this high cake box, I'll show you a little trick that I use. So this is a normal cake box, yeah, normal size cake box. So all you do is take a smaller cake box like this. This is a 6-inch, or this is an 8-inch cake box, and then just snip off this sides, this just snip off parts of the cake box, and I've already done that, into four rectangular things. And all we're going to do at this point is to take a stapler. I hope you guys can see. Take a stapler and then staple it to attach it to the cake box itself. And then all we have to do is just attach. So we have to make sure, I just did this very rushly, but you have to make sure that it's leveled. And lastly, to cover it up, to make sure that flies and things like that, we're going to just take some of this hamper wrap, to wrap and secure the cake so that it looks stunning. And we're just going to use a sellotape for this, or some tape for this. So there you have it, a great DIY, beautiful cake box. Something you can use to transport large cakes if you can't get a high cake box.
If you are in Nigeria, you know that this weather can become something different. Like for the past few months, this heat has been unimaginable. So if you are transporting buttercream and whipped cream cakes, always put your cake in the car at the last minute. Never leave your cakes in a car in a hot season for more than 5 minutes. And if once you've put your cake into your car, keep the AC on. That's if you're transporting your cakes yourself. Keep the AC on until you move. Another thing you can do is, if you're transporting a big cake or any cake at all, you can always ask someone to follow you and make sure that everything goes well. Someone that can stay by the cake and make sure that when bumps come, the cake doesn't slide all over the place. So if you like this video, please click the like button and smash that like button. And if you want to join the Cake Daddy Club, please click the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any. So I don't know why. This weather is hot, man. I feel this video out of the strength of my strengths. So if you like this video, please subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification bell. And if you have any other questions, I'm going to be making other videos like this just for you. So if you have any question, any baking conundrum, anything you would like me to address, I really want to help you grow in your baking. So please let me know in the comment section. Let me know on Instagram. Let me know on Facebook. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Tisu Cause, this was for you. Bye.